Good morning, my beautiful people. Welcome to Global Entertainment News Breakfast Show, your daily dose of news and updates. I am your host, Bella, and joining me on the studio today is
Steven.
And we are taking today's story from Punch and Vanguard newspaper. And today's story from Punch: 8 billion naira fraud. Court orders former AMCOM MD arrest. Hmm. The Lagos State Special Offense Court in Ikeja on Tuesday issued a bench warrant against the former managing director of the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, Mohammed Garu, over alleged 76 billion naira and $31.5 million of fraud. Justice Mojisola Dada ordered Guru's arrest for failing to appear before the court of his arrangement by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. Stephen.
Well, this the matter of fraud, stealing, commoting money, maybe almost see, you see this country.
There's a lot of fraud that is going fraud.
It seems there's something I'm beginning to understand with this our country. You see, the main reason,
Stealing is like illegal in Nigeria.
the main reason why these politicians run for all these posts, they want to become this, they want to become this. Their aim there is not for the masses at all. Their aim is not for them to go there and do their job. Their aim going there is just go and
Because
steal
they know that whoever that is going to be stealing, that is caught of stealing, or there's going to be a percentage for you to be set free after you have settled the security personnel, and then you are free out of it. Because if all those people are being sentenced to life imprisonment, or they are being executed with order, I don't think that anybody would want them to continue to do this kind of a fraud of a thing. I don't think.
But I don't know how or and why an human being just sit down and say na 80 billion naira. 18 billion naira wey fit change 18 billion people life.
That is your own thoughts, but they are feeling like they have families, and then their lineage is coming behind them. So if Nigerian security and then the EFCC, the judge, everybody is giving the right judgment that they needed in Nigeria, I don't think that there will be much of the people that is committing fraud in Nigeria. But because it feels like after all the settlement back and forth, and then the next thing is like the paper has been missing, or we can't find any record of what he did. Then the settlement has been done behind closed doors. Then
And
the person is left.
the worst part is that all these high government officials in their posts, once we hear now that they were arraigned or arrested for fraud, at the end of the day, we will not see them in prison.
We will not.
None of
You
them
will
goes to
see them
prison.
with the poor masses that was
No,
being sentenced.
you will never see any of them being snapped with that prison tag,
No, they don't
front
give them.
and back. You will never see them.
They don't
You
give
will
them
just
leg
hear that
card.
this person went to court. At the end of the day,
Is the person is really
pays a bill,
on
bailout
bail.
of almost something. It is how we continue going in this country.
That is why many people will still come into power, into leading, and then keep on stealing, because they know that there is no consequences for it. Imagine in China, the minister of finance that was being sentenced to death because he was being caught. That is not happening in Nigeria. It's not. Let's take the other one that is going on. Air passengers lost 19,274 luggages in 6 months, FG, federal government says. About 2,000 air passengers lost 19,274 pieces of luggages between January and June this year, the federal government has revealed. Data obtained from the half-year report of the Nigerian Civilian Aviation Authority, an agency of the federal government that regulates civil aviation, further indicates that 19,250 passengers were delayed for long hours during the review period.
It will not be new case for
It has been
airline.
happening.
It's a normal thing that happen because most of the people that come into a particular flight, their aim there is not just a legal aim. Some of them go there just to do something bad, so just to steal. That's just their aim. Person will
Claiming the bags that does not belong to them.
person will carry one bag come. If you talk say you see this man, where they see this man will get money, make I go carry him back.
There was this street I saw. It's not just happening in Nigeria. Even outside country do happen. There was this street I saw about a woman that saw a picture. This man wore this lady's clothes like she was on a runway with these are my clothes. It was like the man took the clothes and then he was happy with it. Like, he was wearing the clothes as if he's a whole lot of things is happening in Nigeria. I don't even know how to really explain this whole
But
thing.
I think the people in charge of regulating this issue of luggage checking and luggage,
It
they,
has to
they
be
should
tightened.
they should work on how this operation are being. I don't know how they do the operation or how it works. So, but I believe the authorities in charge of this should be able to look into these issues. 19,274 in 6 months is
It's
really
too
a huge
much.
number. It's a huge number.
Especially those that has bad
Yeah.
nicotine
If
in
if if
those
if we are
bags.
if we are talking of 274 now, we say okay, it's still on the high side, but 19,000, wow, it's not encouraging at all. It's not encouraging.
God help. The other ones we're taking today, Rep order suspension of CBN mass retirement, 500 billion, 50 billion naira paid off. Okay, the House of Representatives on Tuesday ordered the suspension of the report ongoing mass retirement of the staff at the Central Bank of Nigeria with 50 billion naira reportedly earmarked as surveillance fund. The House set up an eighth PACON committee to investigate the circumstances that led to the mass retirement of 1,000 staff members of the Apex Bank. Wow.
If the Apex Bank are coming out to say okay, they want to they have 1,000 people that are retired, I think it's another mode of scam because you can't say you want to retire people and the amount you are paying them off is 1,000 people you want to be paying them 50 billion naira payoff. I don't know why this country
Why?
we just come outside and mention money as if it's something
You
people
remember
are really
that time
suffering
that
in this
people,
country.
most people were actually asking this question that they never seen the CBN actually bring out a note of recruitment or something like that. Are the people in CBN actually immortal that they haven't seen anybody being fired from the CBN? No one, no recruitment form or something like that. And then maybe now they wanted to, or they actually wanted to retire some people that have been there and then keep renewing their.
If they want to retire, if they want to retire 1,000 people and you are saying 50 billion naira, are they trying to tell us now that it's 20 million naira they want to give them each just to lay them off? This is, to me, I believe this is another mode of fraud. You can't be laying people, you can't tell people want to retire and your retirement money is 20 million naira or 200 million naira. But if my calculations are not wrong, it should be around 200 million or 20 million naira for each person just to retire.
Yeah,
Why
that is too much.
there are people outside that you are still owing salary, you are owing them gratuity, you are owing them pension, you are owing them some government workers are there that they've not paid them for 3 months, 6 months, 4 months, 5 months. Where about now you are telling us now you want to retire people with 50 billion, 50 billion. Ah,
Nigeria is a fraud nation. Anybody can go away with anything. So far that you have the money to actually short some security personnel, you're going to go away. Don't worry, in the nearest time you're going to hear that this 50 million naira has been granted to
so
them.
you give one person 200 million
Exactly,
for retirement.
exactly. We're moving on. Ekiti CP defend Farotimi arrest in Lagos. Alleged cyberbullying defamation. The Ekiti State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Aderina Akinwole, has defended the arrest of the Lagos-based human rights activist Dele Farotimi for alleged cyberbullying and defamation. In an interview with our correspondent on Tuesday, Akinwole says that the alleged offense committed by Farotimi included defamation of character and cyber talking and other things, noting that those two allegations were fully established. He says we are investigating him, Farotimi. If the suspect is arrested, we will bring him for investigation. We will conduct our investigation and we will be able to know his level of culpabilities of others or others?
I didn't actually follow this story well, but I think the little I know of this story is that Pharaoh Timi made uh, for people. Some people are saying what he said was true. Why, the government will always come out and look for they will look
This is
for a
the
law.
whole thing
They will
linked
look for a law
to
to quote that is against what he's saying actually. Because one, if you say yes, if you say A, the government will come out and tell you this A that you are saying,
is wrong.
you shouldn't have said it. Is it a capital letter A or small letter A? Because they always tell you you cannot be using it. I'm just making an instance. So yeah, I'm using this as an instance. When you in this country where we are, when you say something now, you just come outside and say A. Government will tell you, you're not supposed to say A. And you tell them, why am I not supposed to say A? They'll tell you, are you seeing a capital letter A or small
Or
letter A?
small letter
They always look for something
to just come up with so that you can be
you might be saying the truth, but they will bring out a law that makes you
yeah.
look foolish to it.
So some people actually think that maybe because he was trying to be because of the human activist that he is, that was the reason why he got arrested. But the whole thing linked down to Faru Babalola, which was a lawyer to this UBAMD, that is a what is his name? Elumeluabi, what was it called? And then everybody was like, they should release Pharaoh to me because he didn't do anything. And social media were trying to defend that, which was later find out that it was Pharaoh Babalola that actually ordered the arrest of him. Those two were actually into this law, and why can't it just be solved amicably instead of trying to arrest the other over? I don't understand. Nigeria, well, I'm tired. Nigeria is just a seeking country. I don't even know. Let's move on to the next one, which is Vanguard. Today's top story from Vanguard. It says, new note, police officers stole 43.16 million naira cash of 74.9 million from owners, declares 31.7 million. Wow. The police force headquarters on Wednesday disclosed that pursuing intelligence and investigation into an alleged smuggling scandal of new banknotes totaling 74.900 million naira, which was being moved on behalf of the client, has revealed that some officers attempt to steal it.
Well, it's very very bad and sad. It's coming out from a security personnel. Wait, you acquired a car
43.
for 74.9 million naira. You stole 43.16 million naira
Oh,
inside the money.
16, not 16 million.
No, 43.16. That's what you stole. That's money you stole from these people. And now you are declaring to the public that the total money is 31.7 million. Just imagine. Imagine the kind of country.
I'm not even
Imagine the
supposed
kind
to
of
be laughing,
country. The kind
but
of country we are.
I'm not even
Eh?
supposed to be laughing, but for the fact that this thing is actually coming from a security personnel, that this is supposed to be a trustworthy nation, but right now everything, you can't even trust the government, you can't trust the security personnel. Who are you going to be trusting?
I tell you, in this country, the only way we can eradicate all these things is if we bring in international police. It's only international policing that can help us in this country.
That before they'll say that you want to move them off their seats, you want to move them off their power, you are trying to cope on
Because
them.
because
Why will
this
you do
this
that?
this country revolve around fraud. Everybody on a high post, or even the
Even
private
the citizens,
sectors,
so even if the
the private
citizen have the
sectors, the
chance,
government sectors, everybody are into corruption.
give one poor citizen a chance to be in a position that he knows that he can get money twice a day. He is going to defraud whoever that is needed to
See,
be
we,
defrauded.
we need to look into our laws. I think our laws are too lenient to us that we feel.
Everybody
That's
can
why
any can get away with
if
whatever
if
crime
if
they
we start
committed in
if we start
Nigeria.
implementing the laws, the kind of
And
laws,
so
Germany
China.
laws that you see all these people, they will be scared to even you'll be scared to even move 1 naira.
But I said
Because
it
if
in
you
the
are
first
caught,
place.
immediately you are caught. They are
death.
caught death
Oh my
lifetime
God.
because once the judge says his is being taken straight to jail, they've known there is anybody that wants to steal.
No, no,
Don't try
it
to.
doesn't work
I
like that.
mean,
Don't
I,
even go there. It
it
doesn't
will
work.
work.
It
Let
won't.
me tell you, it
It
will work.
doesn't work in
Let me
Nigeria.
tell you, it will work. See, there are so many reactions.
Mhm. Nigeria is not that law. The law in Nigeria is just for the poor. Like it's just for the poor, not for the rich. Let's move on. UK set to deport Nigerian pastor Toby Adeboyinka over alleged 1.87 million pound fraud has lost his fight against the deportation, despite claiming it would breach his human rights. An immigration tribunal has ruled that Toby Adeboyinka for
Can you imagine how the US do their own thing?
Nigeria will cover
This
up.
fraud now is not about him. It's not about him stealing money. The fraud is not about him stealing this money. The fraud, someone laid a complaint against him. Now it's been. We have people in this country, our country, they say they will steal millions of naira. Where 87 million, it's 87,000 on the, behind it. Maybe you misuse that one, oh, but the money you didn't use it very well. Now he wants to be deported. They want to deport him. But in this country, you will see someone that will have mind say you want to steal 80 billion naira.
$80 billion as well. Oh my God, Nigeria, please, God help us. Let's move on to what is trending. The story where they go on inside social media and from market where we carry on give you today. They say, I have to use broken up because this one heavy from mouth. Nigeria reacts as EFCC recover an estate with 753 duplex for a top government official in Abuja. This one na generational, should I say the fifth
See,
generation to
to me,
come.
to me, I see this as the highest, or probably the second highest fraud discovered after the Daisini's case. This one 753
Daisy bought
duplex.
bought $250 brass. This one
See,
na
if I tell you the cost of a duplex, one duplex, the cost of one
200
duplex,
million.
the cost of one duplex is almost 200 million.
Not almost, it's 200 million.
Just times 200 million times 758. This is almost if you do it, if you calculate this in naira, this is almost it's almost 100.
Be calming down, not the vex,
It's
not
more
the
it's more
vex,
than 50 trillion naira.
not the vex. Be
And I'm
calming
very
down.
sure this money is stolen was never in naira.
No,
This money was
Naze,
never in naira because if this money was
most
in naira,
most
we would
corrupted
have been caught
Nigeria
while
in
stealing the
Nigeria,
money.
most corrupted leaders in Nigeria, they don't actually want it to steal naira that much. They just steal it in dollar and then maybe convert some to naira and then leave the remaining one.
Okay, wait, let's
Oh,
put this in
God
this
help.
instance. So person get permit me to use pidgin. I'm going to use pidgin. Person
Okay.
get mind. Person get mind. Steal money. Take build 753 duplex. Just imagine how much he still has in his account. Because if a legal person that owns a business
Say, ma shock
have the
you,
guts to build this
ma shock,
mansion,
ma shock
this
you,
this
ma
duplex,
shock you, ma
the
shock you,
EFCC would have arrested this person a long time ago.
ma
But
shock you who get am.
I still always come after the EFCC. I think the EFCC are not doing their job very well.
Ma shock you
For them
who
to
get
for them
am.
to have the mind to say they want to, yes, at first EFCC they didn't want to tell us the owner of this. They know the name of this person
Should
before.
I shock you who get am? Court revealed
We know
because
already now.
EFCC,
Everybody know already.
EFCC was
Eh,
trying to hide it, but court finally bring out the paper and said that
for
it was our
for
ex-former.
for EFCC to hide this, for EFCC to hide the name of this person, eh, I think we need to just reset that authority, reset EFCC, probably look for another name because they are not worried
Be
to have that.
calming, no verse. Be calming down, yeah? No verse.
If there's corruption in EFCC, there's corruption in the police, there's
Everywhere is
corruption in the
corruption.
military,
Even the
there's
leaders are
corruption in the
corruption.
port, in the custom, in our government. How do we move forward?
We don't know.
How?
Calm down.
Eh?
Calm down.
After
Let's wrap. Let's.
no, it's actually painful when you see police stop on the road and start arresting young boys,
Harassing innocent people. They didn't even go after those governments. Like,
harassing young boys,
imagine.
telling them they are doing fraud, they are doing scam. Whose other scam is more greater than this scam? Well,
Let us wrap it up. Oh my god. Stephen here is very, very angry. I wish he has a gun. He would have just killed whoever
I
is.
wish, I wish I knew this person face to face.
Let us wrap it up. Thank you all for joining us for the breakfast show today. I've been your host, Bella. And be sure to join us once again every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a blessed day and a lovely week ahead. Mwah. Love you all.